Xiangling, the Spear Archon, but mostly known as Kitchen Girl. Yeah, she likes to cook spicy stuff, but let's be honest, we're not here for her, but for him. Oh, go boy!
So cliche, I see the sparks you throw my way. I know your name is written on everyone's mind. Your whole show is captivating me, but don't think that I can see right through that disguise. But when you got close to me, you had me falling so hard, baby, yeah, now I get it. You got heads turning, and you don't even try. Well, would you look at that? My glass is empty, How about I get another drink, baby, Okay, I get it. You got fire burning, right there in your eyes. So when you got
Anyways, in this video, I'll be covering Xiangling's kit, talents and leveling prioritization, artifact builds, recommended weapons, recommended team comms, and how to play Xiangling. I already made guides on various characters, so do check them out if you're interested. Timecodes are in the description, so do skip ahead on which info you would like to look on. Anyways, my name is PP and welcome to a Genshin Impact guide video. So how does Xiangling work? Xiangling is a Pyro Polearm unit that deals pyro damage with her elemental skill and burst. Her elemental skill summons the almighty Lord Goba, also known as Goba attack, which makes Goba eat something spicy and breathes flames to surrounding enemies. This skill is the strongest attack in the game as it can erase everyone in existence. But due to MiHoYo not wanting characters to be too broken, the skill just acts like a pyro applier or a particle generator for Xiangling. It does do damage, but after you summon Goba, he'll be stuck there in one spot and can't move at all. Just like my stepsis. Her elemental burst, Pyronado, is a pyro tornado. Yeah, pretty much simple. Just a disc swirling around your character. The mechanics for this burst might look clunky and not flashy for some new players, but as an endgame player, Xiangling really shines with her burst, as it is also one of the most broken kit in the game. Why? Here, let me explain. 1. Applies pyro to surrounding enemies to deal more damage for vaporize and melt reactions. 2. Deals pyro damage to surrounding enemies in the range of her burst. 3. Not only dealing pyro damage, but AoE pyro damage. 4. A skill that can snapshot with Benny's burst, and for your information, the term snapshot here means that Xiangling's burst will deal the same amount of damage even though Bennett's burst has expired or not on field anymore. So for talent leveling prioritization, I would suggest elemental burst, then elemental skill, then auto attacks. All three are worth leveling in my opinion, as you can run Xiangling as an on-field physical DPS as well. Xiangling does have a passive, Crossfire, which improves Goba's flame range by 20%. This is a great passive overall as it makes Goba even more dangerous on field. Her other passive, Beware, it's super hot. Look, your mom summons a chili pepper after Goba finishes his flame throwing. This chili pepper will give a 10% attack increase for 10 seconds if picked up by a character that is on field. And her last passive lets her have 12% chance of doubling an attack boosting dish when cooking. Now let us move on to Constellations. C1. Enemies will have 15% pyro resistance decreased if attacked by Goba's flamethrower. C2. Something called Implode will be applied from Xiangling's normal attack sequence, and it deals an AoE pyro explosion in the duration of 2 seconds after applied. C3 increases burst talent by 3 levels. C4 increases the duration of the pyronado on field by 40%. C5 increases Goba's flamethrower talent by 3 levels. C6, when the pyronado is active, everyone in the party will get 15% pyro damage bonus. Summary to her constellations, C1, C3, C5 are all considered as a DPS increase and very much worth having. C6 don't really affect much, so this is not needed. C2 does force you to run an on-field auto-attacking Xiangling, but without or not utilizing this constellation won't affect Xiangling's overall damage. C4 is the best one yet, as you can have increased ult uptime and will deal more damage over time. Oh yeah, one thing before we continue. Do like the video. It helps a lot. Artifact builds. For pre-AR45 players, 3-star options would be 2-piece Resolution or Braveheart for extra attack, 2-piece Scholar or Exile for extra energy recharge, and a 4-piece of either set for better team energy management. 4-piece Instructor for additional elemental damage for your team. For endgame players, there will only be 2 best in slot artifact set choices, and it will be either the 4-piece Crimson, which is nice, but the domain is pure pain, or go for an easier domain to farm and a more beneficial one, which is the 4-piece Emblem. Since this artifact set came out, Xiangling's damage potential has skyrocketed. It solves Xiangling's energy issues while also giving additional damage to her burst. If you are having a hard time farming for a 4-piece, 2-piece options would be 2-piece Crimson, 2-piece Emblem, 2-piece Wanderers, Glad of Shimanawa, or the 2-piece Noblesse. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Lava Walker can use for mono pyro teams, but 2-piece useless and only the 4-piece works. So no, I wouldn't recommend that. For Sans, attack if you're running an energy recharge weapon, energy recharge if you're running an attack based weapon, and elemental mastery if your focus is to vaporize with Xiangling. For Goblet, pyro damage bonus, and for Circlet, crit rate or crit damage depending on what you need. Recommended weapons. Okay, since she is the Spear Archon, I'm not going to explain what each weapon does, so I'ma just breeze through for some of her best in slots. For 5-star options, Staff of Homer, Engulfing Lightning, Skyward Spine, Jade Spear, and Vortex Vanquisher. For 4-star options, Wave Breaker's Fin, Deathmatch, Dragon's Bane, Lithic Spear, or the Favonius Lance. For free-to-play options, the Catch, the Cross Spear, Blackcliff Pole, or the Crescent Pike. Okay, there you go. The strongest one being the Wave Breaker's Fin at R5, as it is actually tailor-made for Xiangling in a Raiden national comp. Speaking about comps, here are some choices for thieves that you can build with Xiangling. Raiden National for an Overvape and Overload with Benny and Xingqiu. Reverse Vaporize with Child, Benny and Kazuha. Pure Pyro with damage dealers like Klee or Diluc. Reverse Melt with either Ganyu, Ayaka, Rosaria or Kaya. Or have Xiangling in a team with Xiao and Benny alongside Sucrose for double Anemo double Pyro comp. Xiangling will mostly run with Benny for the Pyro Resonance. So how to play Xiangling? This will depend on your rotation. A tip I can give you when playing Xiangling and Bennett is having Xiangling to catch Benny's particles after his elemental skill. Since Xiangling is so energy hungry, having at least 200% energy recharge and above is required for 100% ult uptime. Another tip I can give you is always pop Benny's burst first, then Xiangling's Pyronado. As I mentioned before, her burst does snapshot. Goba can be popped right after casting her burst for additional damage. My advice: for your information, you can get Xiangling for free by clearing floor 3 of the Spiral Abyss. She also has a lot of weapon options and builds to choose from for maximizing her damage output. But she does rely a lot on Benny as she needs particles and buffs in order to deal big damage to enemies. But still, remember, Goba is almighty. Thanks for watching this video. If you find this video helpful, do leave a like, subscribe to see more vids like this, and do comment on what other videos you would like to see. And as always, I'm PP.